What's up, Brandon Smitley here from BrandonSmitley.com and EliteFTS.com. Another training log video with commentary here for you today. Tad bit behind, been kind of busy traveling around doing some things, so trying to catch up on some logs here. This was from Tuesday, and squat and deadlift assistance work. Considering I'm off a deload now, higher sets, lower weight on the speed work for the squats, implementing the buffalo bar to help keep my shoulders as healthy as I can, but still resembling almost the exact same thing as a regular straight bar. So I'm in the last final push of prep, and I'm trying to keep my shoulders and everything as healthy as I possibly can, because this is when things are going to actually start to get heavy, at least much heavier than they have been. So taking the preventative measures early and just being as smart as I possibly can. I also really like the feel of this bar, so I don't really feel any actual difference, just that little extra 2 inches on the wrists and shoulder make all the difference in the world. So I will be implementing that on the speed work probably until the meet. So this will be a regular staple for the next few weeks. Speed and everything actually felt really good. I feel like I had a ton of pop. I guess coming off a deload, that's usually pretty expected. So the 12 sets of 2 here was really nice. I will be taking these the amount of sets anyways into consideration how I feel now. So today I stuck with the 12 because I felt really good, but let's say if next week I'm feeling beat up or I'm feeling a little drained, I'll actually pull back maybe a couple sets. As long as I'm getting in some good first reps and some good speed, I'm not going to really necessarily push the total lifts here. Again, this is almost basically just technique work and rate of force development work. So as long as I'm getting that out of this, that's the principle that I'm looking for. That's pretty much it I got for squatting. Sorry if you hear any dogs in the background. The dogs were outside and they saw something, and I realized it when I went back and watched the footage that it is kind of annoying. So if you do hear that, I apologize. If not, I did a good job of muffling it out. Also have my speed pulls as usual. 8 sets total, 4 conventional, 4 sumo. I know pulling conventional now probably isn't really the best thing, but I do feel that it helps keep me well-rounded, and you really never know at a meet what could possibly happen, and I could have to end up going back to conventional for a worst case scenario. So actually, the way I look at it, this at least lets me keep drilling that, so I can at least be able to pull some weight if I would happen to need to be able to finish the meet. Sumo was really locked in and good speed. My setups were really good. I think even on the second one, whenever I got set up so tight that 250 basically was coming off the ground before I even pulled. So that's really good from a setup standpoint for me. As for accessory work, I had some glute hams, and then I did some single leg TKEs and standing abs, which you'll see here. No drop sets on the glute hams since we're final week of, or final push of prep. Nothing but just straight reps. Also going with weighted options to decrease the total amount of reps that I'll actually be able to do, so trying to stay a little bit lower on the rep range for the accessory work for hamstring wise. TKEs, not such a big deal because it's not a very intensive exercise whatsoever. And I kind of do my TKEs a tad bit different than people. I actually basically just try to keep that constant tension on that quad. I'm not gonna lie, it's a really goofy looking movement, but tell you what, your quad gets actually lit up by around rep 12 and 15. So a really good way to get some volume into your quads and again not beat yourself up. And then I also had some standing abs, went with a band. Again, I'm kind of cranking my ab work since everything else is kind of slowing down. Doing everything I can to keep my trunk as strong as possible while everything else slowly tapers off over the next few weeks. So hopefully that gives you a good insight of what's kind of going on now that we're on the second phase of the prep. Basically like your intense aspect of the phase, I guess you could say. So definitely doing things to stay strong and keep going, but also training incredibly smart for these last month or so. So thanks for checking in on the training logs, and as always, you can keep up with it on EliteFTS.com.